Okay, here we go. Let's turn on the big light. Okie dokie, if you are. Alright. If you're watching the VOD, welcome. No one's here yet, so this is the part where I just sit and talk to myself as I wait for people to get here. I am getting ready to finish a blanket. Get all the pieces out of my go bag. I literally just got home from my day job like 45 minutes ago. Fixed my face, and now here I am. Right. Let's crochet. Let me see if I can't get this blanket put together and done tonight. If you're just joining the live stream, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live, hit the subscribe button. I do hope you'll hang out and chat for a bit. We are finishing up a blanket, and I apologize for the dull roar in the background, but that's my air conditioner. Because it is too hot here in Pennsylvania. So, I am on live tonight to finish a blanket and not doom scroll. Because I have to have this whole blanket done by Friday! And we're almost done, and I'm working on the last section, and then I just have to put them all together and then expand it with a pretty border. And then it's all done. So, let's get cracking and stay off our devices. So how was everybody's day? Oh, wow. Lots of people just joined in. If you're just joining, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. Hit the subscribe button. We have lots of fun here when I crochet. Hello, hello. I do hope everyone viewing will stay and chat for a little while. It is Tuesday evening. And I have a blanket I need to finish. So that's what we're gonna do. Good at crocheting. Thank you. I have been crocheting since 1999. You're watching on mute. Well, hi Aaliyah. Thank you for being here. Yeah, this live is going to be a focus on getting work done live. Thank you, Nightbot. Not very likely today that the cats will crash the live. It's very hot out. It's like over 90 degrees Fahrenheit. When I was getting in my car after work, it said it was about 100 degrees out. Too hot. Much too hot. Watching from Iran. Oh, wow. You're from far away. I hope you're okay and doing well. No war. No war. Yes, I'm Orthodox. It has been so hot today. And humid. It's awful. You're catching up on the shows you missed while she was gone. I hope you have fun, Aaliyah, doing that. And I'm glad she's to hear she's home and doing well. We are chugging along, making good progress. I just have a few more rows to make of this section. And then we will put them all together. Good evening. I don't speak Spanish, but I know that means good evening, so good evening. Yep, it's Tuesday evening. I got home about an hour ago from work. Long hot day. The AC was working overdrive, but my classroom is like, the way my classroom is positioned, we get direct sunlight all day in the windows, so it was just too hot. So yeah, the kids were not too thrilled today. See, we are on row 44 of this section. I just need 47 rows total. We are working the linen stitch, which is chain 1, single crochet. And then in the next row you single crochet and chain 1. So So how is everybody's day? Since I assume everybody's starting to get off of work now by this point. Hoping to have this blanket almost finished by the end of the live tonight. I'm probably not going to be as live as long as I usually am, just because it is a weeknight and I have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day. But so we'll probably go until like 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern time. If you're just joining the live, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen and to like the live and hit the subscribe button. We have lots of fun here. I do hope you will stay and chat for a bit. We are crocheting a throw blanket as an emergency gift. Fortunately, one of my coworkers got a bad diagnosis, so I'm making her a blanket. So hot today, it was awful. I also want to know, how is it already almost July? Doesn't this year just start? Right, 4, 4. 3 rows left on this section. Let's go. And then I'm going to, I think I'll mattress stitch them together. I have 4 linen stitch triangles, and I'm going to sew them together into a square. And then I will put on a border. What kind of border I'll put on, I don't know. We'll decide when we get there. Maybe we'll ask chat what kind of border we're to do. I just realized I'm wearing all blue, including eyeshadow, and I'm crocheting with blue yarn. Really in the crochet zone this evening. Oh, and we are currently using Caron Simply Soft in the color Soft Blue. And this is a regular skein. If you saw my live on this past Saturday, we were using Ogos. Dug those out of storage. I think I'm the only person on earth that liked the Ogo format, and I miss it. I thought it was fun. And now they're gone, which makes me sad. I think I also really liked them because I got a ton of them on clearance at Joann's back in like 2023. So I have quite a supply of Ogos to work through. But I'm still sad. I liked them. Alright, 2 rows left of this section. Let's go! If you're just joining the live, hello. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit the subscribe button. I do hope you'll stay in chat for a bit. We have lots of crochet fun here. Cats are all melting on the floor upstairs. They're weird creatures. They actually like this heat. Turn in a corner here, woohoo. Alright, chat, while we're doing this, we gotta think of what kind of border to put on this throw blanket. I don't know if I want to do picots or a shell stitch. I know I might do a couple rounds in the linen stitch just to tie it all together before I put on like the final border, of which I don't know what I'm going to put on it. Make it yet. Lately I've been doing a lot of shell stitch borders, so maybe it's time to shake things up. Who knows? Ugh, it's so nice to sit in the air conditioning, isn't it? Because it is currently 91 degrees outside. And that's just the actual temperature. The real feel is much higher. I'm half tempted to make some cookie dough tonight and then bring it out to my car in the morning, and while I'm at work, just put the cookie dough on a cookie sheet and see if I have cookies by the end of the workday. Certainly feels hot enough. Alright. Final turn, final row, and then we can start putting this together. The blanket behind me is all blue. Thank you, my grandmother made it back in the 70s. She was the Granny Square queen before it was cool. What are you making? Right now I am making a throw blanket. I am making triangle shaped panels in the linen stitch. And then when I finish this row, all the panels will be done and we're gonna sew them together. And then put a nice border on it. I've made these kind of blankets before where I make 4 triangles and then turn them into a square. Well, I need to have this blanket done by Thursday night, so we can put it in a care package on Friday. This is a gift for a coworker that was just diagnosed with cancer. So, I've been making her stuff. I've made her a couple hats, and now I'm making a throw blanket. And we're just about done with the last panel. I have to just finish this row and then it'll be all done. And if you're just joining the live, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit that subscribe button. And I hope you'll stay and hang out for a little while as we try to get this blanket done. Because this is a weeknight live stream. I usually only go live on Saturdays because I work all day, but we're live on a weeknight tonight to keep my hands off my devices, so that I can just get this done and not get distracted by, like, TikToks. It also keeps me from doom scrolling, which is great for my mental health. Though, is it really considered doom scrolling anymore if it's just constant doom? Or is it just regular scrolling? I don't know. But we're on the final part of this. And then I just have to weave in the ends of the panels and then sew it all together. Which shouldn't take long at all. And then when I finish this blanket, I can get back to my regularly scheduled stuff. I have to make things for the 4th of July. I need to upload things. I need to film things. Should be fun. Alright, we're almost done. And we're before the half-hour live mark. We are making good progress. Oh! Come on, it's too early in the evening. It's only, what, 5:40? Yeah, it's only 5:37. Why am I so sleepy? mean, this is very repetitive. And last stitch, we're done. Excuse me. Alrighty. All 4 panels are done, so we've got one solid blue, one solid strawberry, and then these 2 mixtures from the Yogo. So, now that all 4 are done, we're gonna weave in the ends, and then I'm gonna mattress stitch them together. So, let's put the scissors where they belong, right here. Let's put this where it belongs, right here. Get out my yarn needle. Make sure we're sewing together on the wrong side. So we're gonna weave in these ends. Just gonna knot it to reinforce the magic circle. Always reinforce your magic circle. Okay. All right. That's one end woven in. Now let's weave in the other one. All right, we've only just hit the half-hour mark of being live, so that means we're making good, fast progress. And I like it when we make fast progress. And tomorrow's Wednesday. Right, we're done with that one. Ta-da! First panel ends woven in. That there. Now let's do this strawberry colored one. That's what the color is actually called. It's a Caron Simply Soft Strawberry. And the other one we made was soft blue. If you're just joining the live, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live, hit the subscribe button. We do have lots of crochet fun here. I usually go live on Saturdays, but We're doing a rare weeknight live today to get some stuff done. Seems to be a different crowd, different people in my comments than the usual Saturday crew. The last week I was live long enough that Australians and people in New Zealand came to the chat. Get in there. Alright, second panel is woven in for the next panel. We want to flip it. So I want to weave the ends in on the wrong side, not the right side. Okay, so we've got this one, then we have one more panel to weave the ends in on, and then we can start mattress stitching them together. Why did I want to say whip stitch? I did not whip stitch. I used the mattress stitch. I am a mattress stitch girly. That is my go-to seaming method when I don't feel like doing single crochet or slip stitches. Get in there. These are slightly different dye lots, but it's fine. It's fine. You cannot always reinforce your magic circle. You will regret it if you don't. I've learned that the hard way. Trust me, I know. And if you're wondering how to do the magic circle, I do have a tutorial on my channel. Alright, and if you are just joining the live, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. And hit the subscribe button. We have a lot of fun here. Alright, we ends woven in on that panel. One more panel to weave in the ends, and then we can start seaming. Weave in the ends on the wrong side. Not the right side, the wrong side. Oh, whoa. Bunch of people just joined. Welcome. Thank you. That is exciting. I don't think I've ever had this many at once. Wow. Hi, hello. Please like the live. Subscribe, maybe. We've been crocheting since 1999. Oh, hello, welcome. this part. And again, for the 4th time, reinforce your magic circles, or you'll regret it. Ask me how I know. My hand will stop shaking and it'll go into the stitch. Be a lot better that way, don't you think? You do a double magic circle. Yeah. I really should do that. Sometimes, I know for my really big, important projects, like the wedding blanket that I'm working on for my brother, off camera I go through and reinforce the circles with a thread, with crochet thread. Alright, that is the last end on this panel. Woohoo! All 4 panels are done. So now it's time to mattress stitch them together. So here's one panel, and I'm gonna stitch it to a solid panel. Like that. Okay. So I need the right sides to face each other. Get myself combobulated here. These parts facing. Okie dokie. We're going to use just a long, long thread of white. Unintentional trans pride. I think that should be long enough. About there. All right. Let's thread the needle. Good thing that was threaded, otherwise it would have shot off to, you know. There's a knot. You're gonna make me lose my mind, doo-da, doo-da. You're gonna make me lose my mind, yaddy-doo-da-day. There we go, it's coming apart. Hey! We did it. Alright, take 2. Thread the needle. Okay. Yes, I need a very excessively long piece of yarn to sew these together. Okie dokie. Tie this and we'll leave that in later. Double knot it, okie dokes. And go back through. Alright, we're in business. Just pray it don't tangle up. Okay. Go do this for the next however long. It's the mattress stitch. So I don't have to do it really tight in the beginning. But Caron Simply Soft is so splitty. But it's the only yarn I currently have that's approved for chemo. And I had to make this on such short notice that I could only use stash yarn. Didn't have time to go out and get new yarn. But basically the mattress stitch, see how the seam is kind of invisible right there. Once you pull it pretty tight, the seam is invisible. Which is why I like it for these blankets I make out of triangle panels. That piece is gonna annoy me. I might have to get another piece of, another yarn needle and thread it, so weave it in. Can you tell I've been working all day? And now I'm here on live. Which means I am going to sleep good tonight. Don't you knot up and get tangled. I will cry. Just did my eyeshadow, touched up my eyeshadow so nicely. Yeah. This is coming along well. And there's only 2 seams I have to do for this style of blanket. Because when I get to the middle of these triangles, I have to attach both of the other ones. And then I just go up the side. See? Looks pretty good to me. And then I'll just use this bit at the end to reinforce the corner. Day job has me drained at the end of the day. Making good progress. This is actually going a lot faster than I thought it would. Oh, come on! Ah, it's not even 6 yet. No, well, it's 5:59. So, close enough. And we just passed the 45-minute mark. Woohoo! See this gauged up differently, but whatever, it's fine. It's fine. This is the hardest part about making blankets, is the seaming. But this would be going even slower if I single crocheted it, because I would be struggling to keep this single crochet join flat. So it's just easier to mattress stitch. I meant to do that. So no videos to watch later tonight when I'm done with live. Come on! Ooh, it's annoying. If you're just joining the live, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit the subscribe button. I keep yawning on live because I am neither an early bird or a night owl. I'm a permanently exhausted pigeon. Random fuzzy. Yeah. Go. This is annoying. Yeah. Ugh, it's been a while since I've been this sleepy on a live. But I didn't want to mess up my sleep schedule, so I didn't nap before this one. Well, I couldn't nap before this one because I was at my day job. You definitely can't sleep on the job when you're a teacher. Which I am, that's what my day job is. I'm a teacher. And I go year round, so no summer break. Which kind of sucks, but I get paid through the summer, so there. Why am I yawning so much? I'm not that tired. Right, we're almost done connecting these two panels, and then we'll loop in the next two panels. And then once they're all connected, I just gotta go up the other side of the seam. Right, last round bit. Pull a little more out now. Right, we are at the corner. Woohoo! God, that took forever. So my eyelid itches, but if I scratch it, I'm gonna get my eyeshadow everywhere. Alright, see how the seam is nice and invisible? It's all nicely pulled together. Well, if you tighten it. If you tighten it, it's nice and invisible. Pretty much. Close enough right now. For right now, it's close enough. Yay. Gorgeous. Okie dokie now. Time to connect the next two panels. If you're just joining the live, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit that subscribe button. And yes, I know these are two different dye lots, but I don't care. And the friend I'm making this for does not care either. Okay. I never match dye lots. This is always the trickiest part, getting the corners. I see on Instagram some people get such nice crisp corners when they do these things, and I'm like, how? What is this wizardry? I've been doing this since the 90s, and I can still never get my corners that crisp. Okay. Sorry you can't see right now, but it's just the way everything has got to be positioned at the moment. One more pass around. And then we'll get back to seaming. There we go. Right. Now these two will be seamed together. And then we'll go up and put that part together. And then we'll be done and we can get started on the border. At least get started. I don't think we'll finish this blanket tonight, but we can at least get the final bits done. Started. I'm live tonight mostly to keep me from getting sucked into my phone. Can't go down a YouTube rabbit hole if you're live streaming on YouTube. So that would be a weird live, just sitting there watching me doom scroll. Whereas at least here you can see me fighting with yarn. No. Stay on. Not sitting in this heat without air conditioning. And the Wi-Fi never stopped, at least. But yeah, no. Not sitting in this heat without air conditioning. Won't do it. Shoot, messed up a stitch there. I accidentally picked up both loops when I just wanted one loop. Chat, I appreciate you being super quiet while I'm focusing on this. If you're just joining the live, don't forget to double tap the screen and hit that subscribe button. We've just passed the 1 hour mark. Which means we have been seaming this for a half hour. But it should not take a half hour to go up the other side because everything is already together. And half of the seaming is just finagling everything into place. Oh, I know this is taking forever, but we're in the home stretch. Everything is almost fully seamed together. Probably gonna have to do some math to figure out the border, but we shall prevail. Just tug that a little tight. We're so close to the finish line of this thing. And when I'm done, I gotta remember to take pictures and put it on Instagram after my friend has gotten it, just to show it off, because I like these linen stitch blankets. I like the linen stitch. I think it's my favorite crochet stitch. Just got that much left. I have some video editing I gotta do tomorrow night and get my next vlog edited. And I have to film another one this coming weekend. I think this weekend we'll finally film the how many granny squares in one day video. Because I want to see if I can beat Passionate Kelsey. Though I'd be doing different rules, I'd be making my own granny squares and they'd only be 4 rounds. And they'd be for the blanket that I'm currently making for my brother for his wedding. Which is in October, it's coming up quicker. I went to Michael's over this previous weekend and they had the Halloween stuff out already. Which, love me some Halloween, but can we wait until after 4th of July? Except in the case of the latest Hirschner's catalog, but that's because you gotta make all the Halloween stuff. In which case, yes, put Halloween out in June. Also, my birthday is in September, and I'm gonna be old. Love it when people try to guess my age. Never right. Okay, we're in the home stretch.
Alexa, turn on Wonder Woman.
She never works, that Alexa. My unending hatred for AI and virtual assistants. Because I watched the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey when I was way too young. So now when people are like, oh, AI is great, I'm like, yeah, until it throws you out the airlock. Not so great then. At least it's called ChatGPT. If they called it HAL, I think I would have had a stroke. If you're just joining, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit that subscribe button. We have lots of fun here. I promise, yes, we're having fun right now, even though I've just been sitting here sewing for the past half hour. trying to seam a throw blanket together, my friends. This is the boring part of having a crochet business that nobody tells you about. So much of it is just sitting here doing stuff like this. Until you feel like your arm's gonna fall off. Alrighty, last couple stitches, and then we're done seaming this part together. Then we gotta do the next half, but that'll go way quicker. Because everything is largely pinned in place now, so I don't have to do any finagling. Woohoo! Can you tell I'm so tired? Alright, there we go. Put a knot in here so that it sticks together. And then we'll weave in that end later. I don't know. I don't think this is going to be enough to seam the other side, so we'll just hide it in the scraps. We'll just save this bit for later. We'll just tie it on. Now we need another really long strand of yarn. It's time to seam the other side. And then we can finally start on this border. And we just hit the hour and 15-minute mark, my friends. On a Tuesday. Nice. Alright. This will be significantly easier, though, because everything is secured. So I don't have to do any weird twisty things in the middle. I can just straight across. And yes, I know the dye lots are different. I don't care. And the friend I'm making this for doesn't care. So there. Also, it's not super visible off camera. And it looks terrible and mismatched on camera, but off camera it looks perfectly fine. Ugh. Stiff today. Any of my other fellow millennials just randomly get the Countries of the World by Yakko Warner stuck in their head? That's just stuck in my head right now. Go away. The only reason I still have a landline is for when I go to a store and they want me to put a phone number in to check out. That's it. It's the only reason. And it's great when I can't find my phone randomly in the house. I can just pick up the house phone and call my cell phone. keep my ringer on pretty loud just because I lose it so often. Yeah. Excuse me. I'm gonna shift how I'm sitting real quick. Okay, that's better. Oof. Joints are so stiff. Don't know what that weird sound I just heard was, but I don't know. My house is old. It's weird and creaky. It makes strange noises when the weather does weird things, and it's just so hot and soupy outside here. Pull this bit down. Okie dokie. See, this is already going a lot faster than it was before because everything is already now in place. Okay. So now it's time to talk what kind of border I'm going to put on this now that everything is about to be done being seamed together. So what I'm thinking right now is I'll probably do an initial round of single crochet in white, just to really finish squaring this off and get the corners nice and crisp. And then maybe I will do another round of linen stitch around the whole square. And then I don't know, either shells or picots. I don't know, chat, what do you think? Shells or picots? Debate amongst yourselves while I untangle this. Do I want to do shells or do I want to do picots? Because picots take way less yarn than shells, but I have a whole skein of white here that I could use for the shells. And I'm going to use the scraps to go around one final time. So, I'll ask chat. Chat, what should I do for a border? Shells or picots? Picots or shells? Hey chat, you there? Nah, it's fine. I'm usually just sitting here talking to myself anyway. Say we will have a party when I finally hit 1K subscribers. We're at 640 something right now. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hello! Welcome to the live. I do hope you will stick around and enjoy it. We are seaming some triangles together to make a throw blanket. And it's coming along quite nicely. Kind of boring to watch, but we're almost done. This half is going much faster than the other one, so. If you are just joining us, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live, hit the subscribe button. I promise it's not always just me sitting here seaming things together. I'm just doing this on live to keep my hands off my phone and off of TikTok. Sometimes at the end of the day, I just want to go into a TikTok spiral. But I can't, because I need this done by Thursday night. Okay, we're trucking along. Almost to the midpoint, but this time around we don't have to go around in a circle at the corners because they're already secured. We can just keep going straight across. I'm telling you, my shoulder and my elbow are going to be hurting later. I don't know how people who sew things by hand do it. Most I can do sewing-wise is this. And I can attach buttons. But that's about it. I have a sewing machine somewhere. I used to know how to use it, but I don't need another hobby. think my family would kill me if I picked up another hobby that required a lot of stuff. And we've hit the hour and a half mark of being live, which means it's what, 6:40? Yay, 6:40. I'll probably get off around 7:30, 8 o'clock, because I do go to bed so early, because I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Because I'm a teacher and gotta be at work at 7. If you're just joining the live, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen and hit that subscribe button. We are seaming together the pieces of a throw blanket. Very fun, very cool. And we are using Caron Simply Soft. And the color strawberry and soft blue, and we're using white to seam it together. And then I'm gonna probably do a round of white around this. Now it's a square. 4 triangles put together to make a square. And then I'll probably continue. Hey, we're at the midway point. Pull tight for a bit. That lovely seam. So lovely. Okay. Now we just gotta go around. Put this together and then move on to this part. Hi Aaliyah, welcome back. I've just been sitting here seaming these together. But we just hit the midway mark, so we're almost done with the seaming. And then we can finally start on the border. And get her done. I think these gauged up differently, which is why I'm so slow going. It's definitely more stressed out making the beginning squares than I was the beginning triangles than I was the last triangles, because work is stressful. Teaching is hard, and it's too hot out. Teaching in the high heat is awful. Yeah, sleepy, so she's resting. That's good. Get that rest. Next time I want to make a throw blanket in the middle of summer, somebody stop me. It's sitting on my lap and it's too hot. That's the problem. I love acrylic yarn, but it's not breathable at all. I've thought about making a blanket using a soft cotton before, not like Lily Sugar and Cream, but there's definitely, it's only beginning of summer. Oh, yeah, I have a very poor heat tolerance. So I start struggling in like April. Thank you, medications. I was so sweaty at work today. It was awful. One of my coworkers saw me and was like, "Oh, did the kids splash you with the sink?" No. I'm just sweating. And it's so hot and humid out here that sweat isn't evaporating off because the humidity point is too high. So it's like it's so humid here right now that I set up some granny squares to block last night, and I sprayed them down and all that, and it's been almost 24 hours at this point and they're still slightly damp. So that's just how humid it is. So gotta break out the fans. Air conditioner's working overtime. Oh, and the power went out at one point yesterday. Luckily at work we have a generator, so it was able to kick in and we still had air conditioning. But, yeah. I looked up at the sky and yelled, "No, not in this heat. Turn it back on." And the generator kicked in. Luckily, the part of town I'm in did not lose power, so I didn't have to stay at work. Because if my house had no electricity, I'd just stay at work until they made me leave. Because generator, air conditioning, internet. And you're like, nope, I live here now. Which I did do one point last summer. Power was out at my house, but it was on at work. I got home, there was no electricity, it was hot. I went back to work and I'm like, I'm just gonna stay here. And then I just hid in the staff lounge until power came back on at my house. When I was a kid, I had nightmares about needing to sleep over at school. Now I'm a teacher, and If the power's out, I'm going back to school. I'm staying there. And it was flickering a little while ago, but it stopped. It's also so hot here. Never had one of those types of nightmares. Yeah, I used to have nightmares about needing to stay overnight at school for some reason or other. But interestingly enough, they stopped when I was in high school, because my high school had lock-in nights where the kids, we'd all go to school and just stay there overnight. And it wasn't that bad. I mean, they had activities and stuff for us. Must have sucked for the teachers now, looking back at it, now that I'm on the other side of things and I am a teacher. I'd be like, staying up all night with a bunch of teenagers? No. But I still also have nightmares that I'm like, oh, I need to find a summer job, or I didn't, the final for the class I forgot to go to the entire semester. I still have those nightmares, and I've been out of school a long time. And I went to a very small private high school, so we were able to get away with doing things like that. My graduating class was 20 people. And we combined with the public high school in town for graduation. Because again, we only had 20 people. But I think starting next school year, the school I went to has grown enough that they no longer have to combine with the public high school to count for graduation purposes. They'll have their own spin-off graduating class. Which, I mean, good for them, finally. Alright, we're down to the last few stitches, and then we can do the border! There's a lawnmower. Who in God's green earth is mowing their lawn in 90 degrees? It is 90 degrees out, and somebody is mowing their lawn. So you had a graduating class of 300. Oh, when we combined with the public high school, I had a graduating class of like 700. But my high school only had like 20. Oh shoot. I think I forgot to do a row on this one. There's one row. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna finagle that a little bit there. And finagle that a little bit there. Yep, I forgot a row on this one, but whatever. we'll force it to work. We'll totally force it to work, it's fine. I mean, you gotta leave a mistake in your crochet so your soul has a place to escape. And we are done! It's all seamed. Yay! Hooray! Everybody clap. Please clap. Done with the boring part. Yay! Ah, no, I didn't want to pull it that tight. Okay. Alright. The ends. Yay! The ends. I just gotta weave in these ends, but we have a blanket. It's all seamed together. Hooray. You can see it a little bit, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna weave in these little bits. Weave in the ends of the corner, and then I think I'll do a round of plain single crochet. Oh no, I didn't skip a row, I just forgot to sew. Stitches were just misaligned. Oops. Oopsie daisies. It's fine. It's not like making a mistake in knitting, like dropping a stitch that'll make the whole thing unravel. Alright, we got a corner. Let's do the boring part and weave in these ends. Great, got a corner. And we're at the hour and 45-minute mark. Woohoo! I haven't fallen asleep yet. I was getting close there during the final part of the triangle, not gonna lie. Part. Come on, stupid thing. Right, another corner. Nice. Seriously, who in their right mind is mowing their lawn right now? Like, it's 90 degrees out, and like, I got an alert on my phone that it was a bulb event or something, so it's the right mixture of heat and humidity to the point where if you sweat, it's not going to evaporate off. So stay inside if you can. And here's some freak is outside mowing the lawn. I never understand it. Right, one more corner. 2 more corners to weave in, and then we will do a border. I think I'll start with a round of single crochets. Just to get it good and evened out. And then I might do a couple more rounds of the linen stitch. And then again, either shells or picots. One of the two. Corner. Corner, and then we're done. Ah! Go away. Telemarketers. Ironic how I spent my preteen years making prank calls and hanging up on people. Now I'm haunted by robots that want to steal all my data. Okay, nice corner. Yeah, get untangled here. Right, just after 7. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Wow. Thought for sure it'd only make it like... Oh, it left a voicemail. These robots are getting advanced. Right. We did it! They're all seamed together. We could get back to crocheting now. Woohoo! Finally. On the 7mm now. Alright, here we go. Here it is. Nice throw blanket, almost. And again, yes, I know, different dye lots. I don't care, and neither does my friend. So, I think now I will start over here and we'll do a quick round of single crochet just to get it all squared away. And then we'll cut that off and we'll start in a corner and make, excuse me, the border. So, we'll start with white. And then I will probably turn my rounds each time so that it doesn't get weird. I think I'll start with my 6.5 just to go around it, and then I will switch to the 7mm so that it doesn't curl. That's how you prevent curling, by the way. You go up a hook size. Here we go. Finally, we're back to crocheting. Okay. And y'all don't have to sit and watch me sew anymore. Now you can watch me actually crochet. Hooray. If you are just joining the live, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit that subscribe button. We have lots of fun here. And it gives me a really nice dopamine boost, so if you could all do that. That'd be great. I want to hit 1,500 subscribers by Christmas. I'm currently at 600 something. I don't know, I'd have to unlock my phone, and I'm hiding from the robots that are trying to steal my data, so. Yeah. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Woohoo! Can you tell I'm getting really tired and done with life? Because I'm making up nonsense songs to sing to myself. Alrighty. Almost at a corner here. Woohoo! Turn it. Reconnecting. Hello. Sorry. It's stupid sometimes. Okay. If you're just joining us, please like the live, subscribe, hang out and chat, give me signs of life that I'm not just being watched by robots. Because I am, in fact, a believer in the dead internet theory that most of it is actually just bots. And I'm afraid of AI because, like I've said before on previous lives, my parents let me watch 2001: A Space Odyssey. Way too young. And everyone's now like, ChatGPT this, ChatGPT that. ChatGPT is going to throw you out the airlock while apologizing. But it's not actually going to mean it when it says it's sorry. And then it's going to throw all your friends out the airlock. Hello, I don't speak that language, sorry. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I refuse to, like, make phone calls now anymore. The only time I ever really willingly do it is when I have to call parents of my students. And even then, I'm like, can't I just send a message through the app? I don't even call to make doctor's appointments. I use the online portal. Or I email. Yeah. Okay, this is turning out so nice. I love it. And say what you will about Kara on Simply Soft, it is very nice and soft. And I like the shine and the drape of Kara on Simply Soft. I just wish it would split less. If you could get me a shiny yarn. The fool running the lawnmower in this heat is my father. I mean, I always knew he was insane. But, dude. It is 90 degrees. I'm gonna go have to put this down and go yell at him for a second. No, it can't be my dad. He hasn't gone out the house. So then who's in? Someone's in my yard. I'll be right back. Someone's in my yard. Okay, I'm back. People be crazy. People are crazy. So, chat, did you behave yourselves while I was out? Because I don't know how to pull chat up. Yeah, all 15 of you. While I was out there standing on my lawn like a crazy woman. It is my dad out there mowing the lawn. He snuck out when I didn't notice. I'm like, you insane? Get in the house. Then we just passed the 2-hour mark while I was outside yelling. Be like, who's on my lawn? It was my dad. My dad was on my lawn, mowing the lawn for me. Which, thank you, I appreciate it, but it's 90 degrees out. You're gonna make yourself sick. But, I mean, he is insane, so. Which means I'm probably gonna have to hop off and make dinner at some point, because he'll be obviously too sweaty and tired to do it. But not for a while yet. It's only what, 7:15? Yup, 7:15. It's only 7:15. We've got time. I actually ate lunch today, so. Usually I don't really eat lunch. And then I have dinner at like 5, but I was live at 5 o'clock. And this is a crochet, not a watch Gracie flail around the kitchen live. And make goat cheese pasta for the 35 millionth time. Because, like, going back and looking at my vlogs, it seems like whenever I'm doing a dinner segment where I'm throwing things in the oven, I'm making goat cheese pasta. If you're just joining the live, don't forget to double tap that screen to like the live and hit the subscribe button. We do all sorts of crochet fun around here. And chat can be poppin' when it wants to be poppin'. The Weeknight crew is definitely different than the weekend crew. And I'll still be going live Saturday, this coming Saturday. Or just live right now to keep me off of my devices. So I can finish this blanket in time. And I know this Saturday we're probably going to film the How Many Granny Squares in a Day video. The goal is to try and beat Passionate Kelsey, so. Though it probably technically won't count because she used the all-in-one granny square yarn and did it over a 12-hour period and made 5 round granny squares, whereas I will be doing 4 round granny squares using regular yarn over a probably closer to 16-hour period because I wake up really early on weekends too, just because my natural clock is completely ruined by the fact that I wake up at 5 a.m. every day. So even when I want to, sleeping in for me counts waking up at 7 o'clock. And I know I want to try to be live longer on Saturdays because last week we ended up being live until 10 o'clock Eastern when I usually get off around 9, and a bunch of New Zealanders showed up and we had a great time. So I'm gonna maybe take a longer nap in the afternoon and try to push the live later into the night on Saturdays. A day is a day. Yeah, that's what I'm figuring, and I mean, it's all just in good fun. And I do need to make a lot of granny squares because the wedding is coming ever closer, and I still have, let's see, I started on row 5. It's like I've got a giant stack of granny squares that need connecting. So I'll probably, once I get this blanket done, that's probably what I'm, well, no, because I have to do my 4th of July drop on my website. Then we'll start connecting. And then Saturday we will film the How Many Granny Squares. And that will come out sometime, that video will come out sometime in July because I've already filmed my next vlog because I'm actually ahead filming wise. So I had one come out on Saturday about putting in work for Pride Month for my business and just finishing projects and everything. And then the next vlog, which will come out Saturday after next, is about personal projects I was making. since I spent a whole video working on business things, we'll do a video on personal things. And then the How Many Granny Squares video will come out. So if you come to the live Saturday, you will know the final number before the video. But yeah, that is the goal. Can I beat Passionate Kelsey? That's the goal, 43 granny squares, at least. And then we'll block them all and sew them onto the blanket, because I think I need... That man is insane. So let's see, I started on row 5 of connecting. And I'm doing 13 rows of granny squares. And I have enough squares that row 5 can be finished. So... 13 minus 5 is... I have dyscalculia, leave me alone. So we'll just count row 5 as done, because all the squares for it are done. I just have to put them on. So, 13 minus 5 means I have 8 rows left to go. 11 squares in a row. So if I made... Yes, thank you, Aaliyah. So if I made at least 44 squares, because each one is 11 squares, I would get 4 rows worth of squares done in one day. So I need 88 more squares. So if I could get at least 44 done in one day, that would be really good. That would really blow a huge bit of work out of the water. Thank you, Aaliyah, for that math. I have dyscalculia. Yeah, normally I ask my brother a lot of crochet math because, fun fact, my brother also knows how to crochet. I taught him when he was really young. But he doesn't really do it. But if you asked him to make a granny square, he could. But he's not a fiber guy, he's a tech guy. But he knows how to read patterns and things. So I actually run a lot of my crochet math by him. And I'm not sitting here asking Alexa what simple math equations are. So, but yeah, I taught my brother how to crochet when he was 6. Hi, Dad.
Hi. Is your thing done?
No, I'm still alive.
Hello, live stream audience.
He says hello, live stream audience. Just got done cutting the grass. Aaliyah says, hi, Mr. Gracie's dad. And kind of like how in Sarah's lives, everybody's like, hi, Ben, hi, Ben, hi, Ben, hi, Ben. Right. The round of white is done. So I don't think I got even numbers along the edges, so I think we're just going to do a plain single crochet around and around a few times until it's a little bigger, because it's I'd say it's more like a lap blanket than a throw blanket. No, not picot time. I think I will do picots now that you bring it up. No, I think I'm going to do a few rounds of single crochet just to increase the size a little bit. It's supposed to be like a lap blanket she can wear while she's going through chemo. And then, yeah, so we're just gonna weave this end in a bit. And then we'll go for it. Yeah, I think I will do picots. Picots sound nice. Oh, I don't know, because they might catch on the tubes. So picots would be easier to do than shells. I don't need consistent number for shells. Yeah, we'll do picots. But first, I'm going to use up these scrappy bits. So we'll start with pink. We will start with pink, and we'll do a round of pink from this little Ogo tiny bit. And we're going to switch to the 7mm so that it doesn't curl. I don't have enough blocking boards to block out any curling on a throw blanket / lap blanket. So I hear tinfoil in the kitchen upstairs. Are you air frying meatballs? You air frying meatballs?
Not air fryer.
Not air fryer?
I think you could air fry.
Sounds like spaghetti and meatballs for dinner. Which is good, because I've been craving spaghetti. Nice. So, when dinner's ready is when we will jump off of live. And then I gotta get my eyeshadow off and go to bed. So, probably be live for another half hour or so. We just passed the 2 hour 15-minute mark.
How many meatballs do you think you want?
Yay. Alright, so we're going to do pink, and then we'll do blue, and then we'll finish off the pink, and then we'll do blue, and then we'll do white, and then we'll do the picos in white. And then this throw blanket will be done. And I can bring it in for the care package. I've also made her some hats already. I don't think she's in chat, so I can show them. Because yes, this coworker does watch my videos, but I don't think she watches my live streams. So here's one hat I made her, and here's a variation of my rainbow swirl hat I made, but using Caron Simply Soft. Which I actually really like how this turned out. I might actually start making them this way. Yeah, Crystal, if you're in chat, go away. Oh, I also made bucket hat. Granny Stitch bucket hat with this rainbow color. That's gonna go on my website for sale. Similar to Passionate Kelsey's, but different. I made some variations to the pattern, and I think mine are a little bigger because my gauge runs so much looser. So, there, yeah. If you're just joining the live, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit that subscribe button. I don't know how often I'm supposed to be saying that, but I say it every time the view number goes up. So if I say it twice in the same span of 5 minutes, I'm sorry. Still figuring this whole thing out. Definitely a lot more comfortable in front of the camera, and much more comfortable than I was live streaming, than I was at the beginning. I'm stuttering less. First live, I felt so awkward. I was just sitting there like, hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm live. We've come so far. Yeah, if I could just get to the point where I can monetize. Yeah, it hasn't even been that long when you think about it. It's only been a couple months. And it's been a little over 6 months since I started doing long form videos, and it's been a year since I got seriously started making short form content. I used to just post pictures on Instagram, and then finally one of my reels got like 2,000 views, and I jumped a bunch of followers. And I was like, huh, maybe I do have to get into this short form video thing. but then I was only doing shorts, and I'm still get most of my views primarily from shorts. And then I get, like, my top content, it goes like shorts, live streams, my vlogs. But they're starting to get more views consistently, probably because I've been live more and got people that regularly show up to watch them. Right, corner. The goal is just 1,500 subscribers by Christmas. And we're at 650 now, I think. So just a little less than 1,000 more to go. Laughing about something up there. Monetizing on YouTube would be great, but I would really like to start more consistent sales on my website. But I'm not on Etsy. I have an independent website, so I have to direct my own traffic. I just can't financially afford Etsy fees. Whereas Square is free. Hi Vicky, I am making a throw blanket. We are putting the border on right this moment. This is for a friend of mine that was unfortunately just diagnosed with cancer, so I'm making her a bunch of stuff out of Cara Simply Soft to have while she goes through chemo. So I made nice hats, and now we're finishing up a throw blanket, which I'm very proud of myself because I started this throw blanket Thursday night, and I need it to be done by next Thursday night. So if I could pull off a whole throw blanket in a week, I mean, it's not that complex. It was some linen stitch triangles. Well, this is the wrong side. It's linen stitch triangles seamed together to make a big square. Like that. And then it'll just cover her legs while she's going through chemo. It'll be nice and warm and comfortable. So it's almost baby blanket sized, but the border will hopefully expand it a bit, and it's linen stitch. It's very stretchy, so. I mean, it covers my legs just fine. And she's smaller than me, so. Yay. Oh, and we just hit the 2.5 hour mark. How fun. I did not anticipate being live for this long tonight because it's a weeknight, but I've gotten my second wind, which means by like 8:30 I'm gonna be like, but I mean I'm usually in bed by 8:30 on weeknights, so Yeah. Ideally, this has to be done by Thursday night this week, so I can bring it in Friday for the big care package. But I would like to have it done tomorrow night so that I can get everything set up for my website drop for next week. And then Saturday I can focus filming on Friday night I can set up, and Saturday I can focus on filming how many granny squares I can crochet in one day. And then Sunday will be a video editing day. And then I also spent a good portion of last weekend filming some short form content, so. Oh, and I have a long video coming out on Thursday. It's a yarn haul. I know people like yarn hauls, but I don't usually get big giant yarn hauls because I can't afford big giant yarn hauls on a teacher's salary. So what I did was I just filmed I filmed me and my small yarn hauls over the course of 2 months in my various acquisitions and such. And I put it all together into one big video, so it looks like it's a giant yarn haul, but it's actually like small one-off purchases and orders smashed together into one yarn haul. Alright, 2.5 hour mark. Woo! If you're just joining the live, hello! Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of fun. This is a rare weeknight live out of me. Usually I go live on Saturday nights, but I actually get a lot of crocheting done on live streams because I can't play with my phone or be distracted because I'm busy entertaining the people inside my tablet. So, and I have to get this throw blanket done by Thursday night. So we're doing a weeknight live to keep me off my phone. And if this goes well enough, we might start doing small weeknight lives. Because I would like to go live more than once a week. It's just, it takes a lot. And especially on weeknights because I teach all day. I've got to cosplay as a normal human being. In reality, I am actually just 3 raccoons in a trench coat, wearing eyeshadow, to hide how dead inside I look. Because the bags under my eyes have bags. Because I am a millennial. We are tired. See what I mean about Caron Simply Soft constantly splitting. It drives me crazy. Hello everyone that just joined. Please stay in chat for a bit and hang out. Vibe, lurk if you want. Fudge nuggets. There we go. Yeah, see what I mean? Karen Simply Soft. Can I just have a nice, shiny, drapey yarn that does not split? Because I like the shiny, and I like the drape. I hate the splitting. I hate the splitting so much. It's like Lion Brand True Boo. Love True Boo. Love the drape. Love bamboo yarn. But the splitting. Oh my god. The splitting. Drives me bananas. And we're making a turn. Woo. Oh gosh, I saw on TikTok the other night while I was just scrolling before bed, there was this guy trying to make a giant Progress Pride star blanket. And it took him 9 skeins of Red Heart Super Saver just to do the green part because of how big this thing was. And it was only like 5 or 6 rows, and it took 9 skeins. And I'm like, oh my god. And it was just the green row. He wasn't even done yet. Oh, does anyone else in chat get the Hirschner's catalogs? Like the physical catalogs? Because mine came the other day in the mail and I saw Big Twist on the last page. And that was very exciting to see Big Twist Value and Supernova and the shiny one. I can't use Supernova because it has wool in it and I'm allergic to wool, but I liked Big Twist Value. It wasn't my hands down favorite budget acrylic. It was up there. It was in the top 5, but it can't be in the top 5 anymore because it's not being made anymore. So no. I'm sorry, but Red Heart Super Saver has my heart. Red Heart has my heart. What tis. I need like a... I need a tis sound for when I make bad jokes. Oh look, a bunch of people left the stream when I said I liked Red Heart Super Saver. Can you tell I am absolutely exhausted? I'm going a little insane here. But I do some of my best crochet work when I'm literally insane. But yeah. I should really do like a video. That should be like a filler video when I don't feel like filming a vlog. Of my top 5 budget acrylic yarns. Because it goes Red Heart Super Saver, Hirschner's Worsted 8, Premier Basics, Loops and Threads Soft Classic, and then Premier Just Yarn, which I count separately from Basics because they're not the same. I've got both sitting in my stash right now, and they are very different yarns. Basics has a little more thickness to it, more oomph. It's a little stronger. Just Yarn, if you pull hard enough, it'll snap. But like, I have the upper body strength that I'm pretty sure I could snap most yarns easy if I pulled hard enough.
Oh, water's boiling away here.
Your acoustic. I don't know what that means. Do we have a weirdo in chat? It's been a while since we've had a weirdo in chat. Yes, I'm a crocheter. That's what I'm doing right now. Hello from Argentina, I think? I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish, but I understood Argentina, so, that's cool, Argentina. Why do I have a pride flag? Ace Pride, because I'm Ace, and it's Pride Month. It's not good. Well, there's this great thing called minding your business and letting people live their lives and loving your neighbor, because that's what Jesus would have wanted. He did not care. He literally forgave Judas, the guy that got him executed. So, yeah. Also, it's Pride Month, so leave people be. And also, it doesn't matter. Alright. We did a round of pink. Let's do a round of blue. Because pink and blue. Well, if God doesn't like it, then he and I will discuss it when the time arises, but I'm on Earth right now. I'll face whatever judgment I have to face when the time comes, but that's not going to come for a while, probably. And also, I'm Orthodox, and we don't believe in that. I've already been confessed on Sunday, thank you. Oh dear, yes. Indeed, but I'll let them go on for a little bit before I hit the button. They just sound young. I do have a hammer person. Mom! I need a moderator! She's logging in. Log in, please. Jump in the chat. We have a weirdo.
Oh, the weirdo, I will hunt him down and kill him.
Daddy, no, that's a threat. You can't, Dad, you can't say that.
Weird to my daughter.
Okay, you love the blanket, that's nice, but you don't love your neighbor. You can't backpedal from that. Hi, Mom, this Julia person. Hit the button. You need to love your neighbor before you can love my blankets. I'm sorry. You click their name, and then there should be a ban button. I know, Aaliyah, but my mom's got it. You know what, Aaliyah? I'm just gonna mod you now when chat pops back up. You don't have to. There we go. Aaliyah. Add as moderator. Yep, you did it right. Well, the message is gone. Let's. Boop. There you go. Aaliyah, you're a mod now. You don't feel the need to mod because my mom is here. But you can whack trolls as you see fit. Aha, there's the little error, the thing. But yes. Thank you, Mommy.
You're welcome.
I love how they tried to backtrack. They were like, oh, but I like the blanket. Okay. That doesn't make Jesus or God happy. So, yeah, you can't like my blankets if you're not gonna love your neighbor. Yes. God bless Aaliyah, and thank you, Mommy. In case Aaliyah, yeah. Glad it wasn't my dad doing mod duty. Yeah, but let's be kind. That was the biggest thing. Love your neighbor. Doesn't matter. He didn't, and Jesus did not stutter when he said to help the poor. Doesn't matter. As long as they're not a Bills fan. They're not the Eagles. Go Birds. Well, actually, it's not that I'm an Eagles fan. It's that whenever Pennsylvania is playing, I root for Pennsylvania. So it could be the Steelers or the Eagles. Now, if it was Steelers versus Eagles, how much more do I have to do? On this one, I just have a couple rounds left that I need to do on this one. But I'm probably going to jump off soon just because dinner's going to be ready shortly. And I need to eat. And it's 8 o'clock, so I have to get ready for bed soon. But I have a couple rounds left on this one. And then on the wedding blanket, which is hanging here, Aaliyah did the math for me. I need 88 more squares for that. We're going to be doing that in the Saturday live. I'm gonna film a vlog to see how many granny squares I can crochet in a day. The vlog itself won't come out probably for a couple weeks, like 2 weeks. But I need 88 more squares on that one. And I obviously don't think I'm gonna make 88 squares in one day. The goal, I want to hit 44. Because that's 4 rows worth of squares. So that would be like literally half of what I have left to do. Because not only do I have to make all those squares, I also gotta do that, yeah. Yeah, Mama Leah is known in the crochet community as like the moderator everybody wants. And you've been, well, that's the first time this is the first time I've really needed a mod. There was that one weird Russian guy in like my second live, but they left before any smacking needed to be done. I'm still small enough that I don't get the weirdos coming in chat just to be weird. Or the trolls. And I mean, I can't really talk too much against trolls just because I was a bad one back in the day. Yeah, I was a bad troll back in the day. Yeah. My favorite place to troll was the CNN comments, because I don't know if CNN still allows comments on articles they post, but back then they used to, and I loved picking fights in the CNN articles. Didn't matter which side of the political spectrum, I would go for it all. I also loved trolling on DeviantArt. Twitter. Back when it was known as Twitter, I loved trolling people on Twitter. So, I kind of understand when trolls come in comments. And I know you're not supposed to feed them, but like as a retired internet troll, I like to relive the glory days sometimes by going back and forth with them. But I was a troll just because I was bored. I didn't have a lot of friends. And yeah. That's why a lot of younger people are trolls. It's just because it's something to do. I didn't really troll the artists. I mostly lurked on the forums and trolled in the forums. I didn't really troll on people's art. I was more there for the forums. Yeah. Well, obviously I've grown up. This is back when I was like 12, 13. And I am no longer 12 and 13. I am old now. Thank you, Mommy. Because I'm a teacher, I have to have a sense of decorum. I'm not allowed to act like a raccoon in a trash bag when you're a teacher. But I was like 12 and 13, bit of a jerk, bored, lonely, and now I am old. I used to wear eyeshadow up to the eyebrow. Okay. Alright, we're going to finish to this corner and then jump off because pasta is ready and I'm hungry and I'm tired and need to start winding down for the night. But this was fun. We've been having a good live. I've had that pride flag back there for a while. I'm surprised it took this long to get somebody going about it. But, yeah. up and realized, oh, I don't need to be a jerk to people to feel better about myself. So that's kind of why I trolled. It was because I was very low in the social pecking order. So, yeah, it's been there a while. And I put it up for Pride Month. And I know the video where I saw how many swirly hats I could make in a day, I think the first shot of that video was me sticking it in there. I don't know, I'll probably leave it up until the end of Pride Month. I don't know, I kind of like the various flags in the background. I could collect other one. Thank you, Laura. You have a great night as well. We're almost done here, and I need to go eat and then get ready for bed, because I gotta teach in the morning. So have a great night, and we'll see you Saturday for that live. And we'll find out how many granny squares can I make in a day, because that's when I'll be filming that vlog. And thank you, Mommy, for being a moderator. Alright, we're done. We're at the corner. We gotta be done for tonight, but the blanket is almost done. It will be done on time. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the live. I do hope you enjoyed it, even though we had that really boring stretch where I was just sitting there sewing. Yeah, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time I post. When I go live, I'll be going live again probably around 6:30 in the evening on Saturday. And we will be making granny squares in that one. So it'll be a lot more interesting than me seaming triangles together and working on the same section of a blanket. Feel free to buy something off of my website. Unless you don't love your neighbor. You can't love my products if you don't love your neighbor. That's my message for the night. Just be nice to everybody, because in the end, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you've been a good person. Because that's what... If this is what you believe, I'm Orthodox Christian, so... What I believe is, they're gonna judge based on if you are a good person or not. It doesn't matter. As long as you're a good person. Help the sick, help the poor. Be good to your neighbor. And it doesn't matter if you eat meat on it. And in the end, as long as you do all that, it doesn't matter if you eat meat on a Friday. Good night, everybody. See you on Saturday.